All right. Good morning. We are live on the Morning Buzz, episode 8, right?
Yep.
Happy to be bringing the podcast live to you today. We got a number of topics that we're going to discuss this morning. Trying to bring you all the things that are happening around here at Levitt High School, as well as what's happening around the world, right? We kind of started this and had to restart here. We're saying we're trying to come up with a logo for Buzz Media. So if those of you out there have some ideas for the logo, hit us up in the chat room, or bring your ideas down to 147. Shoot me an email, whatever. But maybe you can be the creator of the logo. Got Denver Taylor with us today, regular on the podcast. Andy Cabral, and fresh off the wrist surgery from the snowmobile accident. How's the recovery going?
Pretty good, actually.
Glad it was the left hand?
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to write, but I can type now. Like, I can move my fingers pretty good now.
That's good.
Can you move the thumb or?
I mean, yeah.
A little bit. How has it affected your Xbox game?
Not that much, actually.
Not that much. You're okay. You're all right.
Stops him.
What works the left? What does the left hand work on the Xbox paddle?
Moving.
Moving.
The moving stick.
So you're all right. You use the thumb still for that?
Yeah, it's kind of like a little nub almost, but
Yeah.
I can still move it a little bit.
All right. What's your most played game on the Xbox? What are you doing most of the time? You a Fortnite guy, Madden guy?
No, I play Madden with Wyatt sometimes.
Yeah.
Usually Fortnite with the boys.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Yeah.
My response to Wyatt is if you have to swear that often while you're playing, then maybe you should stop playing because clearly you're no good, right? Like
That's true.
Sometimes I just bring a note up to him and hand it to him that says that, and then he swears some more, I think. So we also hoping you guys have been taking notice of our crafty messages up behind on the whiteboard. We'll continue to change those throughout the podcast, a new addition to the Morning Buzz. Also, Denver has continued his advance in the career of boxing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, 1-1 now, but
1-1, sparring though, not like real fights,
Yeah,
right? It's just sparring,
Sparring.
right?
yeah, I told you that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, no, I don't think you mentioned that.
Well, I beat him
So
up pretty good.
the first one you had to fight a guy like he was a legit, like he's been boxing for a while, right?
Yeah, April 25th in Skowhegan. He's doing like a pro, like amateur pro.
No
match.
kidding. And
Yeah.
you sparred with him,
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to fight him again.
and he kicked you around pretty good.
Yeah, I did.
And then who did you spar with this next time?
Some kid, 16. He called me out too. He said he wanted to fight me, and then
There
I
you
beat
go.
him up.
Just knock
Really?
it out.
Yeah.
So
But-
1-1 in the sparring career.
Yeah.
Have you been enjoying it?
Yeah.
It's a good workout.
It's
huh?
a good workout. It's way harder than I
Right.
thought it would be.
Is it a little scary when you get in the ring?
Yeah. Well, when it is when you are fighting Crispin, but
Yeah, because
get the
he's the
feeling.
pro, right?
yeah, he's
Right.
scary.
You wear headgear? Yeah, so
I
it's
wear-
relatively safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a little bit of a hand injury. You want to tell us about that?
Punched some kid's head, and then my hand just went numb. I can't really it hurts to close and open,
All right.
but part of the game.
There you go. All right. Well, we'll be looking for an update. When do you spar again?
Probably tonight.
Probably tonight.
Yeah.
How often do you go to the gym?
As much as I can. It's open Monday through Thursday.
So you try to hit as many days as you can.
Yeah.
There you go. So one of the things on our list here is to preview the upcoming Dancing with the Staff, and I believe you are on one of the teams, aren't you?
I am.
And which team are you on?
Davis Hickson.
The Davis Hickson team, and this is Davis and Hickson's. Hickson has done this before.
Yeah, she has
Right.
a trophy on her desk.
She won it?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, is it as nice as my trophy over there? I
didn't see
probably
it.
should have that trophy out. We'll have that out in the next podcast because I am the current
Yeah.
reigning
The reigning champion.
champion. But Davis is new to this, right?
Mhm.
How's he doing? Can he dance?
No,
No.
you can't choreograph either.
He can't choreograph either. And you guys experienced some loss on your team, right? You got some the one act folks that probably should have been on our list. One acts,
Yeah, they
won, right?
Yeah, so we lost all them.
So all the one act kids who are in NHS are now going to one acts,
Mhm.
the next level of that. We'll have to get some of those guys into talk in the next
Yeah.
Morning Buzz and talk a little one act stuff. Maybe we'll get Mrs. Mishu. I think she
Mhm.
heads that up, right? We'll get her down here and talk a little bit about that. But they won this weekend. They're moving on. So unfortunately, they have to leave the night of Dancing with the Staff to head
Oh,
out to the
really?
competition. So
Where's the competition? Is it like a tournament or what?
yeah, I think it's might be Bangor. I think I don't know.
Jeez.
We'll get those guys in and we'll talk
Mhm.
about it. So how's the practices been going?
I've only been to like one.
So you guys are well prepared, right?
Yeah. We know what we're doing.
When's dancing with the staff?
Dancing with the
Thursday.
Staff is next Thursday.
Oh, you guys are.
No, we're not. Trust me.
You gonna hit the floss?
He's gonna hit the floss.
Yeah, I'm hitting the floss.
There we go. Al, how's the audio sounding over there? We're all good? All right, good. We asked Sawyer to do the floss in the Unified game the other night, but he wouldn't do it. I've seen Sawyer floss, too. Like, he's not terrible. Like, he's all right, but I think, I'm not sure he was up for flossing in front of the cheerleaders and all the fans at the
This pride that you lose
at
when
the
you do
Unified
that
game,
stuff.
right?
Yeah.
We'll get back to Dancing with Staff. We'll come back to that one. While we mentioned the Unified game, man, and you and I broadcasted the Unified game the other day. Tell us a little bit about how that went.
It was good. I love watching the Unified games because it's always sportsmanship. It's not really. I mean, it's kind of competitive, but it's more like just having fun. Everyone can compete. It's just a good time all
Yeah.
around.
Lewiston was pretty good.
Yeah, Coach
That,
Kennedy.
that Zamon, yeah, Coach County, he's coached him up.
They beat you or what?
He said he has a hard
Oh,
time because his kids are pretty good and they want to play defense. So he has to dial them back a little bit because there's not a lot of defense. So those games are a little bit like an all-star game.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Maybe they need an Elam ending to make it just competitive in the last, in the last quarter,
Yeah, he was pretty tall.
and do that. But yeah, that Joe Hall kid, he was good. They had some players. They were all right. Jalissa Scott, was that her last name? She was a hustler. She was pretty good.
Kurt and Tyson hustling one for our team.
Right, so Kurt and Tyson, those are our energy, like our hustle guys. Those are like our Pat Beverleys.
Yeah.
And then you got Alex Morris. He's kind of our big guy inside, right? He scores around the rim. But I was super impressed with Cheyenne Collins and Serenity LeBrecq. They both played pretty well. Pretty scrappy underneath, hit a few shots.
Yeah.
Kyle Lane, good mid-range jumper. Right.
He was hitting some.
He was hitting some. Like, he was a high percent. I bet he shot like 75% from the field.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then Kaylee Martin, of course, out there, knocking a few down, having some fun, giving a lot of high fives, a lot of winks to the crowd. So that was a good night, senior night for those guys, and a lot of the Unified Partners, they call them, students here at Levy. Had Lauren Roy, Rufino Driscoll, Marky Herman, Reese Thibodeau,
Camden.
Cam and Kara Jordan. I know I'm probably missing some more, but good crew of kids doing something that's good for the school, good for the community. Miss Dingley working real hard down in that room, organizing that stuff. Mrs. Myers, the head coach, and Miss Lawrence, the assistant coach. They do a nice job with that. So that was a cool experience to be able to broadcast that and just kind of hang out and watch those guys and see the senior night. And also best of luck to our cheerleaders who are moving on to New England. So we interviewed Kerrigan Casella. Oh, Cam Casella. He's he's a 4-year guy down there in that. We interviewed the cheerleaders. They're heading to New England, not this weekend, but the following weekend. So
Are they going to Mass? Which is
going to Mass. That we don't want to get too much into coronavirus because that's our big topic today. We're going to save that for the end. Hopefully they wash their hands a lot and bring a lot of hand sanitizer.
saying something about it getting canceled too with that show.
Definitely. Oh yeah, Brielle at One Act states Falmouth High School this year. If the coronavirus doesn't cancel it, definitely have the cast on your show. We will definitely have the cast on the show. We will set up a time and get some of those guys down here and talk a little bit of One Act. Looks like Wyatt's watching. That's great.
God.
You know.
Shout out Wyatt Hathaway.
Right. Shout out Wyatt Hathaway. I shout at Wyatt Hathaway enough. So yeah, we had a lot of good things. You know, we're kind of in between seasons here at Levitt, but you got the One Acts going on, the cheering, the unified sports. We got Dancing with the Staff coming up. We got Arts Gala. We interviewed Mrs. Damon and Mrs. Dow yesterday. Dow Shidlarski, newly married. So they, she went through and kind of talked about a lot of the artists that are going to be here, and they talked a lot about the history of Arts Gala at Levitt. I think we're going on like 20, 21 years here.
Jeez.
I think is it 20? Does that sound right?
It's 20.
Kayla Gannett?
Or-
Kayla's saying, yeah, crack staff over there. She's saying, yeah, 20 sounds good. So, yeah, we've been at it for a while. Pretty cool week, really, of events. I know I'm bringing the physics class to juggling. Going to hook up with Steve Corning, who's the man. He's a riot. He's kind of an improv / juggling guy.
The goat of
that
Arts
can,
Gala.
balance things too.
Yeah, he can do a lot of that. And I know he's going to be performing at the Tardy Brothers show coming up. They're having a benefit show. One of the brothers unfortunately has cancer, so they're doing a little benefit for him. But those guys have been around this community for a while. They're kind of out of Buckfield, out of the little community theater over there. Like they do like juggling. They're amazing jugglers. Have you seen those guys, the Tardy Brothers?
I went to one of their shows last year, actually.
They're
around this
crazy,
time. Yeah.
like crazy, and they do like some contortionist stuff and other stuff like that, comedy stuff, music stuff. So pretty cool. So and they've actually been here before for Arts Gala. So that should be a good week. Either of you guys taking an art class right now? No.
No, I took mine last year.
Took yours last year.
I took art.
What did you put up for Arts Gala? What was your display? What'd you have going on?
I don't really remember. I think I had like a woven fish, a leaf picture with like acrylic,
Yeah.
like the crayon things. I think that's what they're called. And then I forget my last piece. I think it was a polar bear with a top hat.
Polar bear with a top hat.
It was like a polar bear with a suit and tie.
Yeah, there you go. What about you?
I have
remember?
no clue.
No clue. Oh, it was so long ago. Did you
Yeah.
take it as freshman?
No, I took it last year, I think.
That's a year.
Last year. But
Natural arts.
After a year, he's been boxing for 2 weeks now. He can't remember a year ago. So I don't know how safe this is for you, Denver. So yeah, Arts Gala coming up. I believe it's the. Let me get on my calendar here. I believe we're talking like the March 23 week. Does that sound right, fellas?
Near vacay. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's
Let's,
I know it's like
let's
the
give
last
that a
one.
minute. Yeah, the March 23rd week, and then the 26th, Thursday night, they're having the performance in the auditorium. I believe it's 6 to 8. So we'll certainly we're gonna put Buzz Media like mobile that week. We're gonna go around and kind of do some walkthroughs like we did at for the Halloween doors,
With
right?
no audio.
Yeah, with no audio for you guys. The other group had audio, but you guys lost that competition.
Yeah.
We said
So yeah, we'll be bringing you a lot of art around the building. We're hoping to do the produce the event at night and show some of the performances that will kind of combine some of the artists coming in and some of the students. So that's going to be pretty cool. Looking forward to that. We were talking about gas prices a little earlier. Talking gas prices might drop to $2, which is crazy. And you know, I can remember when I was making the trips from Maine to North Carolina when I was going to college. I remember that when you went to Connecticut and gas was $1.40, like you lost your mind. Like I wouldn't stop for gas in Connecticut because paying $1.40 was way too much.
yeah.
Right?
Jeez.
So the fact that people are now saying it's going down to 2, like, you know, I don't know. So anyway, gas prices. Then we talked a little bit about the stock market too. It was crazy going up and down.
Really?
The effects of the coronavirus a little bit, which we're coming up to here. But just to kind of get our all over the place news, what's going on outside the world. A couple of Russian planes intercepted out by Alaska. We had to look that up to see what intercepted meant, right?
Yeah.
So tell us, what does intercept mean? What do they do when they intercept a plane?
They just escort them out. We thought
Right.
meant we shot
We
them.
thought we shot down a couple of Russian planes, so we were getting a little worried. But no worries, you just escort them out of the airspace. So us in Canada hooked up to tell the Russians to get out. So that was good. That was on the news. Tom Brady opening up a new production business. Right, it's going to be called the 199.
Really?
Because that was his draft number, 199. And I believe the first video they produce is going to be some sort of football video. So,
His announcement.
Better
I'm
be.
leaving New England.
right, Tom Brady. What do we think? What's the update on that? I mean, we're no further than we were last week when we talked about this,
Yeah,
right?
I have no clue.
Still, you know, how the CBA turns out, right, is going to determine a little bit of where he goes, and then
It's like the LeBron James of football.
he's like the LeBron James of football. Yeah, he is a little bit like the LeBron James of football. I liked, speaking of LeBron James, did you see the game with the Clippers the other day? Did you see when Pat Beverly got up in his face and LeBron just pretended like he wasn't there? It was awesome. Like Pat Beverly came up and like chest bumped him, and LeBron just looked to the side of him and just started walking down the court. I was like, dude,
Nets
get off
beat
me.
The Lakers last night, ended their hot streak.
Who beat the Lakers last night?
Nets.
Oh, the Nets.
Without KD or
I know they beat the Celtics the other day too.
They're
Celtics
crazy.
won last night, eked one out
Kinda good.
against the Pacers.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to go see the Celtics on Wednesday against the Knicks. Hopefully, there's no coronavirus
RJ
cancel to
Barrett
that.
Action.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett's always a big Duke fan, so you know that's unfortunate. Duke beat Carolina last weekend too, was really unfortunate.
Oh yeah, March Madness is coming up.
March Madness is coming up. Got to get your brackets in, right? So that should be. You got to get all the conference tournaments going on now. So we can probably get into a little bit of the coronavirus talk with that. So right now the Division III sectional tournaments are going on. So those are like what feed into the national tournament. And Amherst and Bowdoin have both decided no fans in the arena due to the coronavirus, which.
Jeez.
Which has been going on in other places too. It's going on around the world, so it's not just specific to New England. And then we were talking earlier, Harvard, I think was that one?
Yep.
Right, they're just telling their kids when they go home for spring break to stay home. And then Amherst and Middlebury are going virtual school, online school. Started sending students home yesterday, I think, for that. So yeah, the coronavirus, no cases in Maine yet.
Nope.
Right?
Not yet.
About 5 in New Hampshire.
There's like 48 in New York and like 5. I think there's 1 in New Hampshire and like 5 in Massachusetts.
Right. And did they call like a state of emergency in Mass? Did I see that? See that on the Twitter yesterday?
And then we just had what was it? The polls or what do you call that? Yesterday on the computers, the survey.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Survey.
tech
So
survey.
yeah, we had a tech survey yesterday.
Mhm.
What was the? I sent them out to my students, but I didn't look at it. But
Asking if we had internet at home, a
Internet,
laptop, or
laptop.
a phone with unlimited data.
yeah.
Yep.
What do you guys have? Do you guys have internet at home?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Laptops.
I got all
Mhm.
3.
You got phones,
Mhm.
unlimited data, so you'd be fine.
yeah.
So virtual school, it would be a possibility. I mean, we're not going to get closed down, we hope.
Yeah.
Certainly, but I saw some stuff on the news last night. They were interviewing some superintendents and principals around Maine, asking them what their preparations were, and I think a lot of schools are in that mode right now where they're trying to plan out like what it would look like if it did
Mhm.
happen. So yeah, what do you think about virtual school?
Well, I mean, I hope we wouldn't be in front of like a laptop for 8 hours a day. I
Right.
hope that they just like give us the assignment and then we'd like have all day to do it, turn it in. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I think it would look like, just like with like the Google Class and
I
stuff.
don't know how you'd be doing like tests and stuff though.
Yeah.
Right, that would be
Weird.
difficult,
They'd
right?
probably take it. They probably won't give you a test till you
Yeah,
get
might
back.
might not be able to, right?
hmm
I don't
Yeah,
know.
because
I think you can give tests on Google
You
Classroom.
could, like,
Yeah,
Google
but-
everything.
yeah,
do, like,
that's,
a
that's what
Google-
I was just thinking. Like,
but you could Google.
they give me a
everything,
test and
right?
I have my phone and
Right. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a good testing environment at
Yeah.
all, right? So you're
Yeah.
going to have to do some other modes of
And
some
WE.
alternative assessments. I believe
Mhm.
we call those in the field. I think that's the educational jargon for that.
alternative.
We'll just
Alternative
we'll have to
assessments.
write a bunch of essays.
Jeez.
Yeah, slideshows, putting together slideshows, right?
Yeah.
I think that's not too bad.
hmm
We'd have to like video present everything.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Yeah.
There could be some back and forth between the teachers and the students with
Mhm.
some videos. I think we got a workshop coming up where we're going to learn about a couple different ways to do that if we need to
Really?
lecture
is it
that
next
way.
week?
Yeah, next week I
workshop?
think we got a half day. You guys have a half
Yeah,
day
I
on
think it's
Thursday.
half day Thursday, no
We got a little
Friday.
workshop in the afternoon. I think that's what we're doing in the afternoon. We're gonna have some people present on some of those. Zoom I think is one of them, and Google Meet. Do you guys use that one? Google Meet.
No.
No, never use that.
I just use Google Classroom and Quizlet pretty much.
Google Classroom and Quizlet. So yeah, I have my classes on a Google Classroom. I think that's
Mhm.
how I'd operate. Just put out some info through the classroom.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
and have kids submit assignments that way. And yeah, I'm not sure if you'd have like actual classes like during the day. I think
Yeah,
it might
that's what
more
I'm
be like
thinking.
you'd log onto the classroom, see
And
what
just
you have
like
to
see
do.
what you have to do, do everything.
Yeah,
I like that more because then you can like space it out how you want.
right. You can
instead of,
figure out
like-
kind of when you want to do it.
Yeah,
and How
exactly.
you want to do it and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's got to be pretty flexible, I would think.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
Definitely a lot of factors to consider when you consider like no school for 2 weeks. Like what that, there's a lot of other things too, other
Yeah.
than just assignments and things like that, lunches and
Mhm.
how to get things to people. And
Yeah.
it's crazy. We're doing the drone demo here today. We have a little drone survey of the lands here at Levitt to help us
really?
with some of the field projects that we're taking on. So the drone people are taking the physics classes today and kind of showing them how those things work and how
That's
we do
awesome.
that. So that would be pretty cool. I suggested to Shaw maybe we could take the drones and fly them around and like drop off assignments that way. But I think he gave me that look like stop kidding around, like you know that one. Like I'm not in the mood for this. So the coronavirus. Al said graduation earlier. What could something like Would it be like a virtual graduation? Would it
We
be
said-
only the
we
people
said-
who are graduating? and
Yeah,
then-
we said hopefully it won't still be a problem then, but
right. I mean,
like,
hopefully
yeah.
it's all this is over by then.
Mhm.
But you could. I mean, Buzz Media could. Right, we could live stream that thing.
be in a hazmat suit recording at the Coliseum.
That would be a first for Buzz Media.
Mhm.
But we'll do what we need to do. Like if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. We'll probably have to, if this does happen, we'll have to podcast to people
Mhm.
somehow, some way. Like we'll have to get together and do we'll do a podcast from my house or something. Like
I'm down.
Yeah.
like I mean, we got to get the news to the people,
Mhm.
right? So yeah. You guys got anything else on that? How are we doing on time here? We got about 10 minutes left.
Yeah. Period 3 today. Oh, I'm doing the bake off today.
Bake off today. What are we baking today?
I
Miss
think it's-
Chapman, right? Food
yeah,
science?
I think it's just all the potatoes again. It's like the winners from each class go in now, and they choose like the final winner.
And what do you got going?
A breakfast potato.
A breakfast potato, and what does that look like?
So it's the peel of the potato, or like what would you call it? The skin.
Yeah,
The shell.
potato skin.
And then you put, I don't know why I said shell. You put eggs in there, and some bacon on top, and you cover it in like butter and olive oil, and then
Right.
you serve it with like like 2 side sauces. We have balsamic vinegar, and then I think it's just like hot sauce and another combination of something.
Always gotta go with some hot sauce.
Yeah, that does sound good.
Was Sawyer in on that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Team.
All right.
It's me, Sawyer, and Gavin. And I think we're facing off like Megan,
Gavin who?
Vayu.
Gavin Vayu.
Megan Nason, and I forget her teammate. And then there's another team. I forget.
All right. So Sawyer and Megan they'll have it out. That'll
Yeah,
be good.
Should be fun. I think we're doing it period 3 today and period 3 tomorrow.
All right. So we got bake off and drone demos going on this afternoon around here. That's good stuff.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'll have to cook with one hand.
So
Make it
back
nice.
to just to mention Dancing with Staff again. We're gonna have next Tuesday, periods 1 and 2. We're gonna do some interviews. You guys can handle the period 1. I'll handle the period 2 because that's my
Mhm.
prep. But we're gonna have some of the competitors in the comp, other than just Denver and I coming in to talk a little bit about what's going on there. I know we haven't practiced a lot of actual dancing. We've kind of planned a lot of stuff.
Who's
Mhm.
on your team?
I got. We're supposed to have Keegan, but he's gone during that time. So it's
that'd be a
me,
tougher
Marky, Reese, Miss Schmidt, Megan Perkins, Ethan Gates, Megan Goddard,
That's pretty
Maddie Springer, Jordan Dunham, and Marley Coburn. So pretty good. We're going to have kind of, I guess you could call it a medley of dances. So you're going to see a lot of different stuff. So should be pretty good. That's going to be coming to you next Thursday. We're going to. I don't know if we're going to broadcast that one live stream or not. We're kind of hoping to. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see what Andon's availability is for that maybe. But we'd like to try to get that up and on.
Mhm.
A couple other things quickly that we had on the list. You guys watching Survivor?
No.
No?
No.
Denver's not a Survivor guy. And you said you've watched before, but haven't really been watching this one.
I get the general idea of it.
All right, so you got to get on tonight and watch, man. So this season is Edge of Extinction. They got all the
My
winners
mom
coming
watches
back.
it. Kelly Cabral, big Survivor fan.
Yes, yep. So Boston Rob is back. Sandra, 2-time winner. They're playing for $2 million instead of their typical $1 million.
Jeez. High stakes.
High stakes. All 20 contestants, former winners. Pretty good. So I was telling you guys, the Edge of Extinction, if you get voted out, you have to go there, and you have to do these things to get fire tokens to get back in the game. So to get one fire token, they had to climb up a mountain to a pile of 20 logs, and they had to carry the logs down one at a time. So it was 20 trips up and down. And all 4 people did it. It was unbelievable.
There's 4 of them?
No, Rafina, yeah. Well, there's 4 on Edge of Extinction right now. 4
Oh.
people have been voted out. So,
Jeez.
all right, Rufino lamenting that he's not in this class anymore. Oh, he says background music for these podcasts might be super nice. Would create an atmosphere. Although it might be a copyright issue. So yeah, I think Rufino just
Would be it
solved his
definitely
own
would be
problem
a-
there.
Yeah.
Girl Scout cookies. I'm eating the Thin Mints today.
I love Thin Mints. That's probably
Thin
my
Mints are
favorite.
great. I keep them in the freezer.
Them and
Right?
In the freezer.
the peanut butter ones are probably my
Yeah, the
favorite.
peanut butter patties.
Mhm.
I like the caramel delights too. They used to call them Samoas,
Yeah.
but I think
The
I
lemon.
don't know why they
ones,
went away with that.
I'm
The
not-
lemonade ones, they're
they're
alright.
decent. Yeah, they're not too bad.
They're better now that they have like the frosting on them. It used to be it was just a lemon flavored like cookie with no like.
No
You know.
frosting.
I
Right.
found a full
No
box
extra
of the peanut
punch.
butter ones just in school the other day.
I know.
I think
Mr.
Ruby
Bear-
Haylock has supplied like the entire school with Girl Scout
Yeah,
cookies.
Mr. Bear has like 20 boxes.
Trevor Bossy had like 28. He lost a bet and had to buy them all, and I think he's just been handing them out in the locker room.
I need to talk to him.
I need to talk to him. Right, it's Girl Scout cookie season. What else do we got on here? I think that's most of the stuff on our list. We got one axe, Tom Brady talking. You guys, what do you think? Any update on where Tom Brady's going?
Nope.
No,
He's a weirdo.
No.
he is a weirdo.
This is my prediction right now, as it stands today. Tom Brady ends up playing for the Dallas Cowboys, and Dak Prescott ends up playing for the New England Patriots.
I'd be down.
That's bold.
I'm
Bold
down with it too.
prediction.
Like I'm a Brady fan, but if we can get a young Dak to give up Brad, I think
And then we trade Dak and we get Tua.
no, we don't want Tua. That dude he's like damaged goods. He's never gonna last.
He's like RG3.
He gets hurt. He's been hurt every year since he played in high school, man.
No, let's just get Joe.
That guy. You know, we'll take him. It'll be the Lions because they screw everything up,
That's true.
right? So
They've
all the Lions fans, Coach Fuller, Coach Bessie, and Adam Robinson, formerly of the Sun Journal, now of the Times Record. I hope you guys are watching. And the Lions, you guys probably know this because you're Lions fans, always screw it up. They're going to draft Tua. Calling it now. Either that or they'll pick some wide receiver that looks really good but they don't need
It's
and
either
ends
the
up
Dolphins or the
being
Lions.
terrible.
The Dolphins are pretty terrible too.
Yeah, I feel like they're on the right track at least. Like Flores, that was a good hire for them, right? I was at the game when they beat the Pats, so that wasn't
2 years in a row.
real awesome. So yeah, you guys got anything else you want to mention before we sign off here? What do we got going on? Any big plans for the weekend? What are you guys doing?
None.
No, not really.
Nothing?
No big plans.
I know Nolan's on school break now, so.
Nolan's on school break. Any coronavirus adjustments at UNE? Is he?
Nope, I haven't talked
Nothing
to him
yet?
about it.
Everything's all good there. Ann and I heading on vacation, April vacation, right? Looking forward to that.
Sandbridge Beach.
Gonna hit Virginia. I'm gonna be in Pennsylvania for the weekend prior at a basketball tournament. I'm gonna roll down to Virginia and hang out with the Cabrals
The boys.
and the Jordans and the Morans. A little beach house action, and then I have to head back to Pennsylvania to watch a little more basketball, and then we'll trek it back up to Maine and finish out this school year. So,
Yeah.
all right, signing off at Buzz Media, episode 8 in the books, and we will probably be back in business next week. I think Monday, Tuesday look like our podcast. Not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday look like our podcast days next week. So we'll see you then. Peace.
Dude, I'm tired. This time change.
Time changes, especially with morning ball.